Hello, chat, and welcome to another speed gaming race. This one's going to be between Fringo Fox and Glove SM. We have another Super Metroid Dash Rando group stage. I'm being joined on the side here by OK Beamer, who's going to be doing some commentary with me. My name is Sinith, and Nubian God, who's going to be doing tracking. How are you doing, Beamer?
I'm doing good. Hey, Sinith. Hey, Nubian God. Hey, chat. Hey, everybody. Really looking forward to this one. Because those two gamers, they are real gamers. Fringo and Glove are both extremely good Super Metroid Randomizer players. And also, I happen to like them both a lot as human beings. So this should be great.
Yeah, definitely. This is going to be an interesting race. This is getting towards the end of the group stages, and we're going to have a lot of fun in this one. Tell me about what's at stake here.
There isn't actually anything major at stake for the simple reason both have qualified already for the playoff rounds. This is just about bragging rights and who gets to be first in their group. What is the small stake here is that those two will be playing, if I got this correctly, against DJ Webb or me, depending on which of them will be first and which will be second.
There you go.
So you absolutely want to be first in this race so you can race me. There should be a free one after that. So I guess the stakes are higher than I first. Well, but anyway. So we are playing Dash SGL25 settings. So it's going to be major, minor, area rando, shifted bosses, and vanilla charge. Same as every game in this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like those settings?
Yeah, I actually played those settings last week. I just started playing it.
Nice. So if I think you are more used to the SM Red settings. This is a bit of a step up in regards of what can be asked of you. But,
yeah, it definitely is.
It's a great second step in your journey towards Super Metroid greatness, which never ends. It always keeps going. You never reach.
Very nice. Very nice moonfall through the climb and through Parlor.
Yeah, Glove is well known in the community. She's been playing for ages, I believe. Does a lot of vanilla stuff. Fringo came onto the scene just like 2 or maybe 3 years ago. And I always tell the story when I'm commentating on Fringo's races. It's sort of my fault. We are playing with Fringo here. I saw him playing. I don't really remember what he was playing on stream of somebody else. And I was in chat just checking out who's that, what are they doing. And I just saw that Fringo is really, really good at the game. So I told him he has to get into Super Metroid Randomizer races. And there we are. So Fringo was immediately a great player when he got onto the scene. So first item, Grapple. I love Grapple.
Grapple's going to be kind of interesting because it's going to make players want to go over the moat once they find it.
First of all, it's a small nerf maybe for Glove. Or Glove, I don't think she liked seeing Grapple as much as Fringo maybe, because Glove is super good at early X-ray, and I don't know about Fringo if he likes to do that. Early power bombs too, so we will definitely see both of those runners going up to the first transition and checking it. Unfortunately, so far no supers. That's the absolute dream, having power bombs and supers early.
At least having one of every ammo type is the dream for me.
Yeah. If you don't get missiles for a long time, that can be absolutely miserable as well. Absolutely. Menuing becomes just impossible.
So we're going to be checking meme route first.
As you do. Nice and easy strat. Set the power bomb close to the wall, then just mockball under it, and you will get through the one hopper with the iframes and under the other side hopper. And that's Torian.
Wow! Torian right off the bat.
That's one big check. Both runners getting through the side hoppers on their way back. There was a powerbomb drop for Fringo, and it's really hard to be that present in that moment to go back and grab it. It might have been a slight advantage for him. So the next minor check coming up here, Old Mother Brain, you definitely check this. Because you very, very much need supers. And they are not supers, so the hunt continues. If Ringo had decided to pick up that power bomb, he could have gone into 230s as well.
Right.
But yeah, mentally you already check out of the room the second you see the power bomb drop, if Ringo saw it at all.
Right. So we call this the climb.
For apparent reasons. It
Right,
only
Glove
goes
gets through it first.
and Ringo behind like 2 seconds.
Let's get some hype going in the chat. Let's get your best dance emotes going so we can see that who's here.
First eating there at Monterizo. No BT fight. These seats don't have those so-called Varia tweaks, obviously, because it's not a Varia seat, it's a dash seat. So we don't get to fight Monterizo without bombs. We don't get to see the item at Wrecked Ship E-Tank before the Wrecked Ship boss is down. And we will need a space jump in order to get the statue before GT going, but that's a non-issue in Major Minor, so.
Right.
No choice but to refill ammo here. I need power bombs to advance. It would be prudent, in my opinion, to actually check 230s, but it's also a defensible choice not to go there, because it's a pretty long ammo check. Glove does not. And neither does Ringo. So both are hoping for supers in a more convenient spot.
They probably wanted to see what's down in the portals down here too, because there's 2 portals that are literally back to back right here that you can check.
Yeah, those dash seats have a tendency to not give you anything useful here. Let's see. Well, you could do that. You might even have to do that. With 2 E-Tanks you can get to Bubble Mountain, you can also get to the Chronic Boost portal. And the other one gets to top of Red Tower, which sucks a little. Without Super's Red Tower, it's not the best.
Right.
But we get another transition right off the bat here.
So that was into Red Brinstar.
And Red Brinstar gives us the good transition into East Meridia.
That's the Aqueduct transition.
Always good to have found that one. Now you hope you don't get too far out of the way before you can do anything there. After refilling her power bombs, Glove let Fringo go ahead just a little bit, but has now the better power bomb count. We are back into criteria, and now will come into play what you mentioned before. It's an easy check with the mode portal, and Fringo decides to go there. Glove does not. Glove is going directly for X-Ray. We'll check the portal, or maybe go through the portal even afterwards.
Even with the grapple beam, like you were saying, still doing the strat.
Yeah, that's funny. And no issue whatsoever. Fringo meanwhile finding more heated rooms and speed! Big find there, but I can't imagine it will be too long before Fringo also gets this.
I'm trying to mark locations on my map tracker locally, and I'm just not. I've already lost like where things are. These guys are going too fast.
Okay. Mode went into tube. And then the bottom right transition in Red Brinstar leads to the exit of Lower Norfair, so in Upper Norfair, but where you would normally exit. The single chamber room is what it's called. And the upper bottom right transition leads into the lower Green Brinstar transition. So Fringo in a position that is potentially precarious. This might turn into a soft lock if things get really bad, because he will now go through a door that has a green cap on the left side, which means Fringo will need supers to get through. And there they are, so it's not an issue. But I spoke too soon when I said that Fringo wouldn't be too far away from getting his speed booster. Now that he has arrived in Green Brinstar, it might be a while before he gets that.
Mm-hmm.
And Fringo already has some advantage in being able to check waterway with the speed booster. Not necessarily anything good there, but you got that check out of your way.
There could be something good there. It's a major location.
Absolutely. Well, Fringo, very polite, closing the door behind him, that wave gate. His parents really taught him some manners. I like that.
Didn't close the door on the way back out, though.
Nope. But he probably told the side hoppers to close it. Now also Glove arriving in Big Pink, and she will be very relieved to see those supers. Elegance Major is another E-Tank. We are getting into a comfy zone for checking the Upper Norfair items with 5. With enough supers, you might even start thinking about a Ridley fight here. And it's not a huge advantage. Yep.
Yeah. Nothing crazy.
Of course, once Fringo finds Speed Booster, he might be tempted to go back to the check. And then it would still be a huge advantage for Glove, but for now, it's not.
I think if I were in Big Pink and I found speed after checking Big Pink, I would not go back.
It always depends how you get there. Like, the middle portal now leads to wrecked ships, so that's one way you're probably right, you're not getting back there. But if the middle portal of Green Brinstar leads to anywhere you are passing by anyway, then you would usually go and check what is that waterway. But we found something.
Green Brinstar has Varia.
Do you want that item?
Huge. Yeah, of course I want that item.
I guess you want it, yes.
I was looking for my Varia in the very first seat I was playing.
Did you find it?
I haven't found it yet, no.
No, I haven't found it yet. Okay, nice. Finding more supers, those are always welcome. As long as you haven't found Charge Beam, you will always pick up more supers. And the meta with missiles has shifted a little bit in the last years. In the years before, you would not pick up as many missiles, you would stop at like 30 to 40. But the meta now seems to be pick up all the ammo you can, unless you find Charge Beam.
Right, which makes sense because there's not as much super ammo.
Absolutely, yeah.
Unless you have that one seed that I did commentary on not that long ago, where it was like nothing but supers. The whole
Yeah, that
seed.
can happen. That can happen sometimes. I mean, I don't know how many minor locations there are. It should be around 60, 65, something like that. And the ratio is 3-1. So for every power bomb, there's 2 supers and 3 missiles, which of course means there can be a lot of supers in the seed. Those ratios aren't strict. They are more a guideline of what can be found.
Well, so far, I'm thinking that no one's really in the lead. It's hard to say. I mean, Glove probably has a slight advantage here with that speed, like you were saying. But I think Fringo's got a slight advantage with the early Varia.
Yeah, Glove gonna find her Varia suit right now. So, the advantage is more Fringo being ahead. Like, he has the lead. That's his advantage. But by the time the runners go back to Bubble Mountain, this advantage will probably be done.
Right.
Because Glove can just take that speedway and Fringo cannot.
Fringo decides to pick up the X-ray scope that was right there on ice.
Yeah, it somehow never feels good to pick up X-ray. And then sometimes
it depends.
It does feel good.
It's
rare.
Sometimes it depends.
Fringo can now almost defeat any boss. He is on... so does Glove, of course. He's on almost enough ammo to kill Ridley. Actually, with power bombs, he is on enough ammo. And with grapple beam, they both have a way to escape Dragon's Room as well.
Sure.
Plasma
beam, though.
Without charge, a very, very much comfy item. It just feels good to be able to one-shot everything, pretty much.
Right.
And once you find charge beam, that plasma is big. So, Fringo decided to continue to the right here in that transition Glove is in right now. And it would be a miracle if she wouldn't do the same. Because backtracking through Green Brinstar would just feel awful. So you absolutely take the save here and check out what is at the bottom right transition in West Meridia, the crab hole. And since it leads to Upper Norfair, runners have a very easy way to get back as well. And Fringo is already saying no to a couple of missiles here. Glove definitely ahead on that one. Whoa,
Nice
first
jump.
try.
Nice.
Wow. That was awesome.
Yeah, doing that high jump bliss is not easy. So doing it on the first try is impressive.
I believe it's pixel and frame perfect, as it should be the same. Oh, wow.
Oh, gravity suit.
It should be the same as the worst room in the game strat. And this gravity suit actually spells a bit of disaster for Fringo. Because this advantage that Glove has with her speed booster has just become immense.
Yeah, I mean, the runners are going to be holding the run button just about all the time that they can be holding it, which means that the speed booster is going to be contributing quite a bit more speed than just a normal run.
It's not just that, it's definitely that, but also Glove now has a way to get to bot wound, Fringo has not. Although Fringo is able to suitless Crystal Flash Clip. And furthermore, with both suits, Fringo will never go into X-Ray.
Right. Not to mention, the speed booster will just make escape a lot faster if that's what this comes down to.
So many speed advantages. Spring Ball, yeah, okay. I understand skipping that now. Although, I mean, it is an easy way through worst room in the game if you don't find the good transition into lower warfare, but as we saw, Fringo just does a wall jump and is done.
Right.
Okay, we already saw this transition. This leads back into Red Tower. And Fringo should know this. We got one transition in upper north here left, which is Chronic Boost.
This is kind of interesting. So Fringo is leaving behind that check and going into Spazer first in Red Tower. I wonder if they actually are going to go check X-ray now that they're kind of backtracking.
He might. Oh, that's right. That's cool. Again, just without Charge Beam, it's a comfy item. It feels good to have a wide Plasma Beam now, and you can one-shot even more mobs. So let's see if Fringo decides to go into X-ray. I wouldn't. Not with both suits.
Ooh, we're getting a power bomb.
Oh, did Fringo just save? Oh, wow. So Fringo is getting speed. That's super surprising.
All right, so there's no more speed differences. Now down to a suit difference, which is just about to be caught up by Glove of SM over here, about to get the power bomb and the gravity suit.
Yeah, both runners on 15 power bombs, also an important number. Because with 15 power bombs you can kill all the Metroids if you don't find Ice Beam without having to recharge.
So this is basically go mode, except for, you know, we need some ammo.
Ammo, that's right. Ammo or charge. Apart from that, it's definitely very go-y.
20 minutes in and we're basically there. That's pretty good.
Told you it would be a fast one, but I didn't expect the sea to be this friendly. Alright, so depending on the portals, this has all the marks of a sub-hour seed. And with those two runners, even sub-50 might not be off the table, unless they don't find any good ammo or charge beam. Oh,
so
Glove found the good entrance into lower warfare there at Chronic Boost. That's really good for her.
Yeah, this might be the thing that gets Glove a little more leeway on Fringo Fox, who's been kind of leading the scene so far.
Yeah, just by pure speeding. I got a speeding ticket today, so be careful, Fringo.
I hope it was a cheap one.
Yeah, it's the cheapest possible one. I was just a little bit naughty. Nice, more supers for Fringo. Now on 30 supers, so just has to refarm a couple of them before going into the boss room. Because Ridley might be
Even
anywhere.
more supers.
Nice.
These are all good supers. Fireflies just has more E.
Yeah, escaping this Firefly room without high jump or any fly item can be a bit annoying. Glove gets second try. Here comes the worst hitbox in the game, aka the worm.
Everyone do the worm. That was a fast bot one. Here's another major coming up. Excuse me. Another major coming up. It's just a reserve tank, though.
Yep. At this point, no interest in reserve tanks. That interest died pretty much the second they saw a warrior suit. Okay, so if you want to defeat Mother Brain with just ammo, and you know how to zap skip with Speed Booster, the number of ammo in missiles is 225. You can do it with 220 without a refill if you pre-open the first door. So you take the supers times 3 and add the missiles, which means at Fringo's side we are on 140, and Glove is on 125.
Yeah, all those supers that Fringo has found down in Meridia is definitely pulling their weight.
Yeah, Glove probably gonna find the same ones unless Glove finds charge first. The aqueduct check is a very common one. You got 2 very quick miners there. But of course, now Glove has to reform a little bit. She needs more ammo in case this is Ridley. And it is a 1 in 3 chance, but for her it's 1 in 4, because for both runners this is the first boss they see.
It is Ridley is at home.
It is Ridley. So the 20 supers and 58 missiles are almost enough, and with that power bomb, those missiles and supers are enough. Glove using
Glove
a
is
couple
playing
more.
a little safe, yeah.
Ridley is way more controllable in the beginning of the fight, so she wants to get all the power bombs in at that point. Oh, and we got an enrage. Getting that super in just probably 1 missile too early. Lying down and gets grabbed, and Ridley is dead. Yeah, it was just 1 missile shy. Man, you hate to see it. Just an E-tank behind Ridley.
Nothing crazy.
The only item runners now want to see is the credit card. Will definitely not say no to Ice Beam or High Jump Boots.
Right.
Also, probably Space Jump. In Glove's case, she wouldn't probably even pick up Screw Attack because she's done. She'll be done with Lower Norfair at that point.
Yeah, Screw at this point is a luxury item.
Well, it kind of always is. It only becomes super important if you happen to find yourself in Lower Norfair Hell runs, then Screw Attack suddenly becomes the most important item in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And Fringo exiting through the back. Let's see what Fringo finds there.
Do you think Fringo's going to be checking plasma for charge?
I wouldn't imagine. But I mean, he also checked X-ray. Oh, a save by Glove, so that could indicate Glove is going for the front of Lower Norfair. Oops! Starts running a little too late for that Key Hunter. Gets another hit, but it should be still fine energy-wise.
Fringo's leaving out the Forgotten Highway entrance through Meridia.
Yeah, both runners going a bit out of their way to find that stupid crate area. Fringo gets to his first, and it is... Oh,
Nice
that's
crate.
the big advantage, Fringo, here. That is really good. By the time Glove gets there, she might have full portal knowledge. So it's really hard to tell who's ahead at this point. And more supers in the wall.
Starting to sound like me, Beamer. I always say that. I never know who's ahead.
Yeah, it is often hard to tell when runners take very different decisions.
Alright, so who's saying at Crate?
It's gonna be Dragon or Crate himself. It is
Crate.
the lizard.
So
I guess
Crate's
it's
at home, Ridley's at home, Fantoon is not at home, which means Dragon is at Wreck Ship.
Correct. That's the reset. Oh, I didn't see what transition that was. Must have been Croc then, because everything else Glove would have taken to continue.
Yeah, found the Croc entrance.
It is Croc, so my logic is sound. Woo.
I don't think she was too happy about finding that either.
Definitely not. When you see Croc there, you know you just wasted 2 or 3 minutes getting there. Oh, Fringo tried to get a spike suit. I don't know for what, but he tried to get it anyway. Of course, still checking mages with his ammo. Just another E-tank. And Glove just tanking the damage, rolling up into a ball so she doesn't get pushed down. So what's her next step? Might also be East Meridian. We also got, nobody checked the top right West Meridian transition, which would lead to the left side of Wreck Ship. And Glove heading into Red Tower. From there she has access to East Meridian. Anything else interesting? Not really.
Hey chat, as usual, if you're not following these runners, please go follow these runners. They can't do these races without them, and they're doing an amazing job of showcasing their Super Metroid skill.
Yeah, you could go for Wreck Ship, but it is about as far, a little bit closer even than going to East Meridian. But in East Meridian you've got the fast transition into it, and in Wreck Ship you have the bad one. So I would also prefer to go into East Meridian right now. Fringo went back up Red Tower, finds himself in Criteria. Let's see what he decides to do next. He will have to find Lower Norfair, and is very close to that now. Fringo might also decide to check the left side of Lower Norfair. Oh wait, no, he's already found crates, so he probably won't. Fringo almost got a super short charge there. Was flashing already, but didn't press down in time.
So Fringo is slightly ahead on bosses here, 2-1.
Yes, having defeated the Crate boss and the Dragon boss. And now we're about to find out that Ridley is at home.
I probably would have picked up those power bombs just to be a little bit higher than what I need minimum to get through the Metroids.
Nah, you wouldn't. Not on 15. That's 15 is completely fine.
Listen, Beamer, I need like 30 to get through that room without ice beam.
That sounds like a skill issue. Have you looked at Fringo recently? How well he's playing?
Well, yeah, Fringo only needs 15. I'm talking about myself.
Yep. Fair. I don't think any supers were down here in Lower Norfair. Fringo says with those side hoppers in those positions, I'll check it later. Let's see what is behind the boss first. Yeah, and it's quite common that when you are in the position of having to find a lot of ammo, you only find power bombs.
Right.
So that's already a reason not to pick them up. Because it's stupid.
This is going to be a pretty easy Ridley fight for Fringo.
Yeah, no powerbomb shenanigans for him. And Glove took a page out of Fringo's strat book, also in Raging Phantom.
Hate to see it.
Yeah. Nice. I do the exact same strat to avoid the flames. Once you get a rhythm, it's super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
So we know that this is going to be an E-tank. I'm thinking Fringo will pass it up. Yep.
Also one missile shy. And she shows the one. Nice wall jump. Not the easiest one for Glove. Also not the hardest one, but it can be annoying.
Wow. Fringo's got some skill getting up the shaft inside of Lower Norfair, escaping Ridley.
Yeah, you can just say Fringo's got some skill. That'll do.
There's
yeah, we have seen
Speedball.
We have seen Turian entrance. It is at meme route. Rudely. Okay, Glove going towards the right side of East Meridia. Gonna find her crate boss. And all Fringo has to do now is get into wrecked ship. I don't know how far his map knowledge is. But the quickest way for him would be to go through West Meridia. And the safest way would be to go through Green Windstar. But it's also slow. And Fringo forgot to check the power bombs of shame item on the way out, despite desperately needing more ammo.
Yeah, this might turn into an ammo hunt fairly quickly.
Both are on the same ammo, actually. That's interesting.
I'm interested in Fringo not doing as many minor checks as we need to at this point, because we're so short on ammo.
Yeah, should have picked up more missiles, I would agree with that. Oh, he's gonna short there. That is quite hard. Doesn't get it. I'm not sure Fringo wanted that energy, but he might have wanted it. He was on 200 something.
Yeah. It's hard to say. I always want more energy.
So Glove with an interesting thing, I like to do that as well. She didn't even check what is in the wall, because behind the boss here there might be charge beam. And you might save time by not going to that item and picking it up if it's ammo.
Mm-hmm. But we know in the commentary booth it is not charge beam.
It is not charge beam, and the ammo in the wall is good, it's more supers. And what happens to me quite often is I do it the exact same way, but so you are so used to just exiting to the left when you come out of that crate hole. That's the official name, crate hole, that you completely forget about the item.
Crate is basically just an afterthought for both of these runners. These quick kills are so fast.
Alrighty, that's Fringo into West Meridia.
Charge at Shack Tool or left sand pit?
Oh, there's a bunch of locations. The entirety of Wreck Chip, Mama Turtle.
Yep.
And, Glove, are you smarter than me? Ah, you are as smart as me. It's usually at that point that I remember I wanted to check that, and then I don't bother anymore.
Charge beam was found at Mama Turtle.
So, okay, I think we can now comfortably call Fringo ahead in this one. All those unpicked missiles now paying off big.
Yeah, definitely.
And this looks like Fringo is even going the correct way towards the quick portal into Wreck Chip.
Nice short charge to get across the ocean.
So getting back to Criteria isn't the best, which is where Turian is chilling. You could go through West Meridia Upper Norfair. Well, I guess that is actually the best thing you could do. Because going through Green Brinstar, top to bottom, then Red Brinstar, that's pretty much a much worse choice.
Yeah, this is going to be a blink and you miss a Dragon fight because we got the whole X-ray set up here.
Yeah. Microwave incoming. Some additional spike suit shenanigans here from Fringo. I think he got it.
Easy Dragon fight.
Fringo even
what are we still looking for?
Ice Beam would be the only thing really worth it. This will pay off time-wise.
something vanilla item, something is this even rando?
Oh yeah, this will definitely pay off. Even within Reg Ship, this will pay off.
Yeah, we're leaving chat. We don't really need to go. I mean, Ice Beam would be nice, but we got plenty of power bombs.
Yeah, with all those items, the quick ones right behind the bosses are defensible, but not any other checks. Right side super is just too far out of the way.
Nice ocean fly.
Sparking across. It's actually faster if you just run and space jump through. Okay, where do you go from here? I would say you go top left, yeah, and then you go into Croc's portal, and then you are in Quiteria.
Stop it. I will give you time. I told you I will give you time. Be patient.
Don't have to be that patient anymore. And Fringo going the northern route towards Turia.
So yeah, Glove is a whole boss behind Fringo right now.
Yeah, the boss and also getting back. I think Glove even entered through Green Brinstar into Reg Ship, which is objectively the worst choice, but there might have been some more open transitions for her, so I'm not sure. Oh yeah, Glove doesn't have charge yet. Oh yeah, Glove didn't go into West Meridia and fought Mama Turtle, yes. Man, this is becoming more and more insurmountable, like it wasn't that before already. Nice Moonfall.
Yep, head back towards meme routes. Go get that meme route transition to Torian.
And will we see a speedball here? Yes, we will.
Nice
That
speedball.
always feels good. Especially if Speed Booster is your first item and you find power bombs, then this feels really good.
All right, so we got the elevator refill, which gets us back to full life and ammo.
And Fringo carefully collecting all the Metroids. Has to be a tiny bit mindful of his health. It's not any real danger. Yes, empty null. Elevator refill is only an area random. Because in vanilla map, it's fair to expect from runners to do a refill on the ship if they need to. But the ship could be so far out of the way in area rando that devs decided to put in this elevator refill. It's also pretty cool, it's something you can work with if you don't find 3 packs of power bombs. Like you can kill the first room of Metroids and they will stay dead, interestingly. I think the only enemies that aren't bosses or mini-bosses that stay dead. Well, I guess technically maybe they could count as mini-bosses, I don't know. Anyway, you can kill the first the first room of Metroids, then go up the elevator and down the elevator. You could also attempt a mixed thread, like you say to yourself, if I get at least one power bomb drop, I continue. And what usually then happens is you never get a second power bomb drop, and then you cry a little.
Ringo had to be careful with that baby skip, but we got it with just 4 life.
4 is good. Makes for a quick baby beating. Pretty sure he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, definitely. Chat, as we said at the very beginning, this is group stages still. There's not too much in up for grabs as far as who wins and who loses, but we are going to be doing a race 2 right afterwards. Instead of myself, it's going to be MM2 and OK Beamer on comms.
Yeah, this race is about the bragging rights of being first in the group and the privilege of getting a free win against me in the first playoff match. Very, very smooth speed zap skip there. Looked like the easiest thing in the world for Frigo. That guy's just so good with short charges. Where is Glove? That's 135, 215 missiles, so also very close to ammo mode. Has all bosses down, but still needs to find more ammo. And if she decides to go for the Mama Turtle check, she will be very, very sad. Oh, I don't think she will now anymore. She might spark into the Main Street item, but that's it. Probably also not that, I don't know. She will probably also be leaving through the top left, yep. Meanwhile, Fringo already in catch-up phase. Just a couple more shots, Mother Brain is dead. Now damaging down to 300 and something. And Glove also taking the northern road.
Yeah, so Glove is never going to see that charge beam, unfortunately.
Nope. That was to be expected. In that situation, Mama Turtle was a more out-of-the-way check.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Fringo just routed this like crazy, just going right to where everything was and just getting the items.
Pretty much, yeah.
Now, so what happens in the event of a tie? Do they have to go to a race 3?
I guess technically they have to, because we need a decision on who is first and who is second. But, you know, that's up to the tournament running guys.
Yeah. We're basically going to be seeing Escape and the start of Torian back to back.
Reverse Escape. Oh, you mean at the end? Yeah. Yeah, with high jump boots, Mother Brain 3, without high jump boots it becomes fairly easy. Just have to jump and angle up. for a face full of mother brain hyper beams. And Fringo, I wouldn't be surprised if he can even short charge this room. That guy's a freak. Time bomb has been set to 3 minutes. Let's see if Fringo can actually beat the timer this time. Just like every other time.
You don't beat the game if you don't beat the timer.
That's true. I was going for a couple more grouping strats and different strats that I don't fully understand, to be honest. Like you set the first power bomb somewhere around where she was and it will get the Metroids into your area, something like that. I'll be coming with MM2 after this, I can ask him. And that is Fringo done in first place with a time of 54 minutes and 16 seconds. GG's.
Yep. And Glove SM is going to end up forfeiting here.
Yeah,
With
that was
that-
just super strong from Fringo. Can't say it any other way. Nothing Glove did wrong or anything. She wasn't slow either. It's just Fringo got the better items in the better order. That's pretty much everything.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. So we're setting up the second race room. We're setting up everything over there. I'm going to take off so that MM2 can take over. So enjoy the race with MM2 and OK Beamer on comms. And as always, we'll see you in a bit.